I'm joined here today by Angela Rooks-Trotzik with the Interval Home Society here in Lloydminster. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, today we are going to be talking about 2023 as a whole for the Interval Society, of Interval Home Society. And I would like to start with what were your guys' biggest accomplishments for this year going into 2023?
Yeah, well, I would say our first major accomplishment was the conceptual design process for Project Hope, which Project Hope is the emergency shelter / transitional housing facility that we will be building at some point once we get through the whole process of design to replace our existing emergency shelter and existing second stage shelter. So we've been at this for, many years trying to get to this point. So it was really excited to see what the building could look like and how we could support people within the walls of this new facility. So it was really exciting to see that come to fruition.
And is that the building by the old fire station, or where is it located?
No, so our existing emergency shelter is on the north end of town. Can't obviously give you the exact directions,
yes.
But the new building will be on the old Martin Brown school site. So we own that land there. There's a little, we're on the northeast corner of that parcel. So that's where we'll be in the future.
That's fantastic, and it's very exciting, and especially because you guys do so much for people who really do need your guys' services, which is fantastic. Now, what did that mean for you guys to be able to actually finally get that new location? Yeah,
well, getting the land was a big milestone. To become landowners, I mean, we own all of our facilities outright, so that's been long before I came on the picture, but to be able to purchase that land, it just meant one step forward, major step forward, in how we would be able to conceptualize the future of the Lloydminster Interval Home Society's emergency shelter and second stage.
Now, what are some things that you can take away from this year as a whole?
I think just perseverance, right? Like, we've had lots of challenges since COVID and post-COVID, and I mean, so has many other people, and as much as I'm sick of saying we're still recovering from COVID, we are. So just the resilience and perseverance that Interval Home staff have shown, and we managed to be successful through all the challenges that we experience.
Now, we're heading into the new year very shortly. Now, are there any changes that you think that needs to be made for 2024?
Well, one of our biggest challenges right now is the lack of increased governmental funding, which we do receive government funding for a portion of our residential-based services. And it's just, we haven't had an increase for operations since 2008 and wages since 2014-15. So we're working on 2003 expenses with a 2008 budget. So that's been our major challenge. We are working with both provinces to try to make that a reality. So I would say that would be our main focus for 2024, is really more advocacy and educating the communities that we serve about our successes, but also our challenges. So we're hoping to be able to announce a funding increase sometime in 2024.
And on top of that, for the last question, are there any other goals, including that, for 2024, whether it be small, large, medium, any kind of goals that you may have for the next year?
I think moving on to the next phase of design for Project Hope, which would be detailed design. So that would be one giant leap forward for our project. And after that, we look at raising funds to actually build that project. So although we're not able to build right now, we're still really excited about having that concept and just that one step closer. But we'd like to take one more step forward and be able to get through design detail and that design process.
Well, it seems like 2024 is going to be a great year for the Interval Home Society because it's such a vital part of this community, and I know that you guys do rely heavily on community support, and it shows, and a lot of you guys do get a lot of that community support, which is amazing, and everything that you guys do for the city. I hope it works out with the government and you guys get that funding that you guys desperately deserve. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I wish you the best of luck for the new year.
Thank you.